metal music has impacted me in many ways, and in many ways, it shaped the way I think and how I look at life. Today, I would like to talk about one of my favorite bands, black metal bands, blackened death metal bands, I guess, from Poland, Behemoth. Especially this album, The Satanist, it really opened my eyes to different realms of thinking about religion and how you can view God. I used to be a very religious person. I was raised a Catholic, and religious values were always deeply ingrained in my mind. There was a point of my life where I would read the Bible every single day. I would actually pray. I would actually study. I would actually live my faith. Now, I admit that it was kind of too much, but I was young. I was around 16. That was like the first period of my really, really deep religious experience. And then I was 21-ish till 23, like 24 maybe. I don't remember now exact dates. But I was very, very deeply religious. And because of that, many ideas I just took for granted, right? Like, to me, saying, even now, I'm 26 right now. And even now, kind of thinking, oh, there is no God, is kind of like my initial response is kind of like to cringe and to like say no, because of these religious ideas that were just deeply ingrained in my mind. And for the longest time, so I was like 23 when I kind of stopped being so religious, and I just thought it was unhealthy for me. And I wanted to explore more about life. So even though I was not praying anymore, I was not really religiously active, I couldn't really say, oh, fuck you, God, right? It was still very, very deep in my mind that I should worship him for whatever reason. And one of the metal bands that really changed my thinking was Behemoth. Simply because Behemoth, if you don't know, well, they are very blasphemous. Trigger warning, but one of their songs start with I saw the virgin Scott pouring forth the snake. I will not say this out loud what these lyrics describe, but you can probably figure this out for yourself. So they don't fuck around. They are very, very hard. And when I first listened to their songs, I liked the instrumental part, right? Because it's metal and I like metal. But the lyrics were very, very... I was not happy with those lyrics. And I felt like I was doing something wrong, something bad. But at the same time, because there were some shocking, I was very compelled. It's kind of weird to describe, because on one hand, I was like, oh, I should not be listening to this. But on the other hand, I was like, holy shit, maybe this is something like depth. Maybe this has depth to it. And maybe I should just keep going and force myself through some of the very, very hard-hitting verses. And that's what I did. And this album is one of my favorite ones, simply because it kind of opened my eyes to two things. One, that art can have many different flavors. I was not really, before listening to Behemoth, I was not really that much into black and death metal. It was like too noisy for me and too loud in a way. So I wasn't really a fan at first, but I just decided to give it a try and to look at their music as art, right? Like, I'm not gonna be criticizing them. I'm not gonna be cringing that it's too loud and too noisy. I'm just gonna have an open mind and just listen what they have to say. Maybe I can learn something from it. And I did. The other thing that really opened my eyes is the kind of listening to their music kind of helped me to close the religious part of my life, because I kind of crossed the boundary of not questioning the principles that I was raised with. And I'm not blasphemous on my day-to-day basis. I don't say fuck God. I'm kind of spiritual right now, not religious, but I'm not saying that all religion is bad. But because I was listening to the music that said so, that, you know, fuck you God, pretty much, it kind of opened my eyes to, hey, it's kind of okay if I express my thoughts in that way. It's not, I mean, it is blasphemous, but I can learn as a person. And listening to their songs really helped me to deal with my religious past. And because of that, I feel stronger now, and I feel more grounded, and I feel like my eyes are now like open more wide, I guess. And I'm more open even to my religious past. Like, I have nothing against reading the Bible now. I have nothing against attending, you know, a sermon. Whereas I feel like before this change, I would not be able to do so because I had so much like hatred. Maybe not hatred, but like I was very angsty, I would say. And I kind of channeled this anger to these songs, the Behemoth songs, and because of that, now I feel like this burden got off my shoulders. So this band, this album really changed me, the way I think, the way I look at life, and the way I feel. And I highly recommend. I know maybe you will not like it, but I still would like you to challenge yourself and to think of their music as art, as an expression of someone's thoughts and feelings. And maybe, just maybe, you can learn something from them just like I did. This was Adrian talking about blackened death metal / black metal band Behemoth and how they impacted my life. See you in another video. Hello. If you liked this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I will read it. I will. I promise. I promise with my whole heart I will read it. So please leave it. And so maybe we can talk and become friends. Yeah, I am awkward like this every single day.